required in a situation or problem. The extent to which new decisions are required in a situation or problem. To which extent is a behavior and this a goal oriented? To which extent can the behavior can we say that behavior is goal oriented? No. And then the extent to which resources are used for development. When you are using resources, your time, your energy, available resources for development. Examples of people who exhibit non-managerial behavior. We carry on a purely routine physical activities which requires no decision. Please give me a minute.
Please, madam, I'm not hearing you.
She said we should give her a minute. Oh.
Hello. 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 Please, can someone
Hello.
hear me?
Yes, I
Yes,
can hear
please.
you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I said example of people who exhibit non-managerial behavior. So they carry on a purely routine physical activities, which requires no decision. A non-managerial behavior. Can we give an example of this? Carry on a purely routine physical activity, which requires no decision. Can you think of any example? Hello. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Hello, madam.
Yes. I said,
Madam,
can you
please.
give me?
We don't have the slides though, so like we don't know. We are just this. We don't know like what you are doing.
So must you have the slide before you can give an example of what I'm saying? Hmm? You'll be giving the slide, okay? So
Okay,
until you have
madam.
the slide, you can't answer the question I'm asking you.
No, I'm not saying that because the thing too
I
is
asked
not
you, I
clear.
asked a question. I asked a question and that's the response you gave, that you don't have the slide, so you don't know what. I said example of people who exhibit non-managerial behavior, and I said carry on a purely routine physical activity which requires no decision. And I was asking that, can you cite any example? Can you relate to something, an activity that we carry on, physical activity which will require no decision? Then you responded that you don't have a slide. So I'm asking, must you have the slide before you answer? Hmm? So can we relate to something, to any physical activity which requires no decision? The use of resources without any consideration of the purposes involved. Can we relate that you don't learn in isolation? These are things that we do around in academia, like they have been put into concepts. Okay, so we are doing them, we are leaving them in there. Grace gets employed. Let's look at these scenarios. Okay, let's look at these scenarios that is depicting a poor and a good management. Grace gets employed after school and she earns a monthly income of 1,800. Please, can you mute your mic? Can you please mute your mic? Gloria, can you please mute your mic? Gloria, can you mute your mic? She has no departments. So she starts buying nearly all the dresses shoes, and bags that she has always yearned for. That's the first one. She sometimes takes the things, she sometimes takes these items on credit when she had no money left. She later finds herself in debt and with a room full of clothes or clothing she may have worn once or has even lost track of its existence. So you help me to probably categorize these two scenarios, either being a good management or poor management. Kindly hold on, let me pick a call. I think we can see from the first scenario that was a poor management. Then from the second one, it said Mrs. Mensah has a lot of needs to fulfill in her home. He has a lot of needs to fulfill in her home, but her resources are limited. Some of the needs are giving her family a balanced meal, paying fees, and sending her newborn child for a checkup in the hospital. She also wants to buy a jewelry set for her best friend's wedding and buy a new LCD TV, 32 inches, for her mom also. Mrs. Mensah decides to go for her child's checkup, pay the school fees, and then buy a variety of foodstuff for her family. So you can see that which of these two is exhibiting a managerial behavior from the two scenarios above.
Please, Mrs. Mensah is exhibiting a good managerial skill because he
Okay.
prioritized what she wanted to do by looking at the family needs first.
Okay. So that is a typical exhibition of a managerial behavior. But when we are talking about good or poor management, I think Mrs. Mensah was depicting a good management of her resources, whilst the scenario of Grace was depicting a poor management skills of her resources, that's her finances. Then we have reasons why people manage. Due to inaccessibility to or inadequate resources, people ends up managing. Just as Mrs. Mensah has so many needs. She has so many needs, but then she needed to, because she have or inadequate because due to inadequate resources, she needed to preference her, her needs, and then maybe take care of the most important ones while she leave the other ones unattended to. People manage because they have no or very little access to resources they need for living, just as in Mrs. Benson's case. Unequal distribution of resources, that's where people manage. When we have unequal distribution of resources, people manage because there are others who are utilizing an excess amount of the world's resources to maintain a consumer-oriented family style. Family, sorry. Unequal distribution of resources. That's where people manage because there are others who are utilizing an excess amount of the world's resources to maintain a consumer-oriented lifestyle. And then people also manage due to political, economical, and environmental influences. Look at how most of our Ghanaian politics, they live in affluence. And let that person, when they are out of power, you realize that sometimes they are whatever they are, wherever they get money from probably may go down. So you don't see them living in that kind of affluence when they are not in power. And economic and environmental influences due to where maybe you see yourself per time. Let me cite this example. A teacher may manage or reduce her lifestyle to, let me say, to sit wherever she sees herself or himself. But that same person should relocate to the city. You realize that the lifestyle is different. And you may ask, does it mean that whatever he or she is earning is different or has been increased? That may not be the case. And sometimes wherever we see ourselves as may end up having influence on the way we appear. People manage because of the major influences that political, economical, environmental forces have on them and their value judgments. And then due to family problems or challenges, families manage all over the world because of the problems such as broken relationships, broken homes, unemployment, teenage pregnancy, etc. So sometimes due to family problems or challenges, this may also have effects on one's way of managing. Is there any question? Do you
No,
have any
madam,
question?
please.
Okay. Well, let's look at issues require issues that require management by the family. If there are no questions, then I think I will ask you questions. What are some of the issues that require management by the family?
Okay, madam, please, when it comes to issue of accommodation,
Mm,
it must be managed by the family. So let's take that a family of about five, mother,
mm,
father, then the three children. Yeah, and they need to have an accommodation. But here's the case whereby money is an issue to the family as well. So instead
mm.
of maybe getting two rooms and a hall, or they have to try to manage maybe a chamber and a hall, so that the mother and father will use the chamber, then the children uses the hall. So that is in case of accommodation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, any other contribution? Any other?
Madam, please, looking at feeding of the family members, sometimes
Please, looking at what?
one may feeding the
Okay,
family members.
okay.
Sometimes one may have a large family size and the resources available is not enough. So
It's
one should
limited.
manage so that the family can be fed.
Mm. So in that case, looking at the nurturance and care of living things, that's the family. Okay. There's hey, any other? Is that all?
Mm.
We have looked at accommodation, that's the family size and number of dependents. Any other thing? Any other issue that require management by the family?
Madam, please, can we also talk of the health of the
Exactly.
family?
Yes, please. The health and health protection for each member of the family. Yes. Any other?
Madam, please, clothing too as well. The family has to manage the especially and when there's financial constraints. So instead
Mm.
of buying, at least they have to manage the two or three they have
I think
so that
that's what
it
I
will
was
help
saying,
them.
that nurturance and care of the
Okay,
family. Okay. Mhm.
okay,
So any other
thank you.
point? Any other point? Can we think of any other point again?
Madam, please, looking at the family's education, maybe there are members in the family who are in the tertiary or secondary school. So, um, getting resources to cater for these members sometimes become a little challenge. So we need to manage so that we can also attend to those who are at the tertiary or those who are pursuing their education.
So in this case, we can say that education and socialization of each of the
Okay,
family members,
okay.
education and socialization of. I think you are jotting down some points.
Yes, madam.
Education and socialization of each family member. Please hold on for me again.
Hey, hello. Is it my network? Because I'm not hearing
No.
anything.
We
Mm,
can't hear madam.
Madam is not here.
Oh.
Oh.
maybe the network problem.
Sorry for the interruption. Oh. Yes, please continue. I think before that interruption, someone said education, and I was making it much simpler by saying education and socialization of each of the family members. Hello, are we here?
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Any other thing? Any other thing? Apart from these ones that we have stated, any other?
Madam, please, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody raised an issue of the management of health and health protection for each member. And so I don't know, how can health issues be managed by the family? I just want to know.
Yes, class, how can health issues be managed by the family?
Hello,
Mm,
Yes.
madam. Can I say something small?
yes, please.
Okay. It can be managed. This is my view. It can be managed by choosing a particular hospital that is less. Some families feel when you pay more, is that is their belief. That is when you get the best medical treatment.
Treatment.
But then
Okay.
you can equally go to a general hospital or a government hospital, which you can equally get
That's
that
same
kind of
thing.
treatment. That is something small I have to say about that.
Okay.
So in this case, you can manage by going to a government hospital rather than choosing a private hospital that will cost the family more. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Yes. Any other issue of the family? Can you think of any other thing?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, madam.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. I can hear you.
Please, concerning with the family health, you
Mhm.
can manage it through proper diet. And then the proper diet doesn't mean that buying expensive things to meet
Okay.
the nutritional needs of your family. Sometimes you may not have a huge amount in hand,
Okay.
but you can use the available materials around you. That is the local. You can prepare the local dishes that contain the
Mhm.
necessary nutrients needed for the family, which will help you not to, your people will not even always fall sick in order. to avoid going to hospital and then buying a lot of drugs. So this is the little that I can add about the management of the health of the family.
Okay. That's a good one there. Yes, any other contribution? Any other contribution? Or give me both.
Madam, please, let me also put this one across, whether it is appropriate. Looking at health, sometimes we fall sick once a while. It is not always that we fall sick. So, in case as we are monthly workers, when we get our salary, we can put some aside in case of any impromptu sickness. Then we have something to rely on than we spending all the money. Then when someone in the family gets sick, they don't have anywhere to go.
I think that one will even come there. That is putting something down for towards emergency. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm. I think with time we may get there. But
Okay. Okay.
thank you for that suggestion.
You're welcome, madam.
Any other thing that we may think about again? What about
Hello, madam.
communication? Yes.
Uh, a family can also decide to be on this health insurance. Uh,
So we are
like
still on health.
example, the
We are still on health.
premium and hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. I was just telling you that we are still
Example,
on health.
this premium health insurance, you pay less, but you get to be treated very well.
Okay.
This is what I can also add.
Yeah, you can say more. Everybody, because of this health, everybody is still talking around health. When there are many other issues to talk about. Any other thing? Any other thing? Any other thing?
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Some
A
homes
minute.
also
A minute.
spend
A
so.
minute. A minute.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. You were saying something.
Yes, madam. I think some homes also spend so much in buying this, paying for Wi-Fi, data, and buying credits on this router and the rest. I think the family can minimize the way they use technology at home, which
On.
consume. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. I was just adding.
Which okay, which consume so much data or credits. For instance, some families can be on buy a router, Wi-Fi, and then DSTV at the same time, and the family can come
That's,
together and then
that's even the
decide.
most common one that I wanted you to say.
Uh,
The subscription, the TV
yes,
subscription.
yes.
We spend so
So the
much on it. Any
mm,
other any other thing? Any other issue?
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Please, I can also talk about transportation, especially maybe you are staying far, then you need a car. You can look at the a portable car that consume lesser fuel than going for the
Yes.
fancy one that consume much fuel. That one will strain you. So you go for the lesser one so that you can use the rest of the money to manage other things in the house. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. I think there are other issues that I think we haven't talked about, or no one has even made mention. That is the physical surroundings, housing equipment, and technology. But buying of, should I say, equipment for the home, we haven't even talked about it. Nobody has made mention. But you are not going to live in an empty house. Do you see? Maybe the technology aspect, I think that's what a colleague was trying to talk about. And then community services. Don't we engage our resources in the communities in which we live in or even come from? I get what I'm saying. We spend our resources in our community, or don't we?
We do.
Sometimes we even take care of children in the community who are not even biologically our children, or we are not even related to them in any way. Participation in decision making. We participate in decision making when it comes to decision making. That's even in the family. So these are all issues that require management by the family. You get it? And then sorry, the equity and distribution of economic resources. Equity and distribution of resources. These all these are all issues that require management by the family. Okay. So like education and socialization of each family member. The family members must assist their members to acquire knowledge and skills. Okay. Skills for life and be able to fit into the society. So that's where we realize that the family must teach nature its young ones, teach them morals, norms, you know, in order to fit into the society. This requires that the family makes wise use of its money, its time, energy, among many other resources, in order to acquire or to achieve this. The family must make wise use of its money, time, and energy. The family size and number of dependents. In this case, this issue has to be managed by the family in order to attain quality in everything they do. Everything they do. under the nurturance and care of living things, the family has to teach and inculcate into children the habit of properly caring for things around them. Okay, so it's the duty of the family to teach or to inculcate into the younger ones how to take care of things. So that at the end of the day, you don't spend your limited resources in acquiring things and then within a short time, these things are being destroyed by not or by useless handling or by not taking good care of these things. When you teach children maybe how to take good care of these things, they may last longer. Assuming you buy a television, and everyone knows that if television is taken good care of, you can use it for years. But because maybe we neglected this aspect of teaching children how to take good care of things. So you buy TV almost every 5 years. Once there are new babies in the house, they throw things about, they do things anyhow. So almost every time you give birth to a new a new member comes to the family, we end up buying new sets of TV. I hope some people can relate. I hope we can relate with what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm just
madam.
using it as an example, but it cuts across. If we don't teach the children or there are new members how to take or handle things in the home, we'll end up spending our limited resources over and over on same things. Do you get it? Same applies to, let's see, on health issues, health and health protection for each member of the family. Health issues are so pressing, okay, that the family has to pay much attention. The family must pay much attention to its management so that members are always in good health or in the best state for maximum output in what they do. Members must always be their best state for maximum output in what they do. If they are not in the best state of mind and you go to work, you realize that the output will be very, very minimal. As a teacher, you are not in your best state of mind to go to the classroom. Your delivery will be very poor. And when members are in their best state of mind, their output will be very much maximum.
Utamasa.
Is there any question? Any contribution? Any contribution? Any question?
No,
Hello?
please. Hello, madam.
Here alone. Can someone hear me?
Yes, madam.
Please, it seems your mic is far from you.
Oh, but hello.
Hello.
Network.
Hello.
Hello, please, we can hear you.
Can hear you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Why have we gone for break?
I also don't know, but it's like no one is talking.
Madam has left the play. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I thought we'd gone for
Probably,
break.
maybe it might be the network. Oh.
Hello.
Please, what are you discussing? What unit? Are we,
Which unit?
yes, I'm lost.
I'm lost more than you.
Is it the family or we are in the system? Which one is it discussing?
No, she's still in the family. Oh,
Eh, eh.
that's why she's talking plenty, and it's like since we are lost in alone.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, madam.
Hi, madam.
Hello, madam.
I couldn't hear you.
We couldn't also hear you.
Wow. I think I was asking if someone has a question. Hello. Am I alone?
Please, we are
No,
here.
but we are here.
You are not alone.
We are here with you.
The network is very bad.
I've changed my location anyway. I've moved. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the reason. Hello.
Hi.
Madam, we can hear.
Okay, those of you who can hear me, I'm asking the question. Do you have any question or any comment, any addition?
No, madam.
No, please.
Hello.
No, madam. We are okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hello. The page is
Hello.
not quiet. So nobody. So Madam is off. Serious. Oh. Networking.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Is Madam here?
No, we are all here, but Madam has left. We don't know why the network is something.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Can someone hear me?
Yes, so
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry for the break.
madam.
Okay?
Okay, madam.
Why did you even get to the time there was that break? I think I asked whether someone has question or contribution to whatever you done so far.
Yes, please.
If anyone has a question, any question, any question,
No, please.
then let's look at the continuation of the issues that require management by the family. Access to capital, that's land, financial and material resources. How does the family have access to these things? Is it being loan or whatever, material resources or to credit? Okay. And then stewardship of the natural environment. In that case, we are looking at the protection of what is available. Mm. And then self-reliance, protection, production systems for the production of food, clothing, shelter, essential goods and services. For income generation or employment. There are activity trap versus management. Activity trap versus management. People have occupied themselves. People have occupied themselves with so many activities. They have occupied themselves with so many activities that keeps us busy almost all the time. And some hardly set goals. We have occupied ourselves with so many activities that keep us busy almost all the time. And some hardly set goals or interact with the environment making beyond theirs, making them have limited experience and knowledge of community resources. Their conditions and how to select and utilize them. These people who are not aware of the management, but the quality of each care may be poor. They may not be, they may not be aware of the management. And I'm saying that so usually management of such management or it that kind of management may lack quality. So carrying out activity is not management. I take it again. Management may occur in the daily life of people. Management may occur in the daily life of people who are not aware of the management, but the quality of it here may be poor. Carrying out activity is not management. So carrying out of an activity is not management because management requires decisions that determine the direction and control of the activity. I guess we are jotting down some salient points. Hello, hello.
Hello, madam.
Hello. The line keeps breaking. It's on and off.
Yeah, really, but if I don't say hello, you just keep quiet and I'll be talking alone to myself. Is it okay now?
Yes, madam.
Is it okay now?
Yes, madam.
Madam.
Okay. So what did you hear? What did you hear? What are you able to hear? Hello.
Madam, please, what I heard was management is not just carry on an activity.
Okay.
So when you are just carry on activity, it doesn't mean that you are doing management or it's management.
Please a minute. Hold on. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Madam has gone back again. I don't know whether it's network or.
Looks like our network today. Well, I've something. As a management may be viewed as a tool for creating purposeful change through sensing problems and making successful steps into the unknown. This requires getting away from the routine
Please, madam,
processes,
your voice is too low.
finding
Madam.
solutions or adaptation, and making successful steps into the unknown.
Madam, please, we can't hear
Madam,
you.
please, we can't hear you.
Hey, today network bad. Oh. As a network more easy, Madam Okonya now would have been better because a bit about 15 minutes now network in there. Okay, because network because of some point. Because it's easy what she's doing, we are not following. We can't hear her properly.
Even I don't know where we are, Mpo, my sister. I'm lost.
But she hasn't given us a slide. She hasn't given a slide.
Our course references put it on our platform. Both courses.
So, Madam Gifty, please, where are we?
Please, I couldn't get where she has gotten to, honestly. The line was breaking.
The line is breaking. I don't know.
Hello, please, are we done with the class? Some Hey.
Not yet, we haven't. The network is not good. We are still waiting.
Yeah,
We are ending the class at 4 o'clock.
okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Course rep Frances, please, I hope tomorrow our lecture is face to face.
Yes, please. Tomorrow we are going to campus.
Thank you.
Always welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, forgive me. It's like this my network has not been stable at all. I went to pick a call after trying to join again available. I find it drops, I join it. Forgive me. I needed to do something urgently somewhere, so I moved and that has been there. The network has not been stable at where I've come. Sorry. We're still looking at the trap activity trap versus management. Some of the activities that we do, we feel maybe we are managing. So at the end of the day, it may not necessarily be a good management. So I said earlier that management may be viewed as a tool of creating purposeful change through sensing problems and making successful steps into the unknown. And we also have the purpose of management is to maintain constructive order, eliminate chaos, and produce changes for a more satisfying life without distracting the management of others. The purpose of management is to maintain constructive order, thereby eliminating chaos and produce changes for a more satisfying life without distracting the management of and family management. Family management is a goal directed behavior using decision making to value plan and and organizing processes to guide resource use to improve the quality of life. Family management is a goal oriented
Madam, please, you are off again.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Hi, madam.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hmm, thank you. Let's move on to unit.
Your voice is very down.
My voice isn't down. Hello.
It's a bit down.
I've not done anything. I've not even. Okay. So then let's look at the family system management. So first of all, look at the family as a system. When we say a system is a set of objects with relationships between elements and their attributes and characteristics. Okay. A set of objects with relationships between elements and their attributes and characteristics. So if this is the definition of a system, what is what are some of the characteristics of a family as a system? Hello. Is it only when I'm asking questions that you don't hear me or what?
Madam, please come again.
I said I said earlier that a set of objects with relationships between elements and their attributes and characteristics. That is a system. So I was asking that what then is the characteristic or what are the characteristics of a family as a system?
Madam, so please, can you say it comprises of people?
Characteristics of
A family system.
a characteristics of a family as a system. Okay.
Okay.
Mm. Family is a whole. Okay, that's one characteristic. It is a whole. It has boundaries.
Madam, it operates in hierarchy. Hello.
My network keeps dropping. Mm, mm. I was
Madam,
just talking to myself.
hello, madam.
And I was talking to myself a while ago. I thought I was talking to you guys.
Yes, please, madam. I said it operates in hierarchy.
Okay. Can you help in explaining that?
Madam, please come again.
Operates in a hierarchy. And I said, can you help explaining that to us?
Madam, when you
How do you
go into the family system, you could see that we have the abusuapeni, we have the grandparents, we have the parents, we have the children. Each and everyone has his or her own role to play.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Thank you. Yes. Any other characteristics? Any other characteristics?
Madam, please, can you say each and every person in the family has his or her own role to perform or
Yes.
function to perform?
Exactly. So it has functions to perform. Has functions to perform. Yes. Any other thing? Any other thing? When we say it has finality, how do we understand it? Let me take a call, okay? Yeah. Hello. So sorry about this. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I was asking that when we say the family has finality, I said, how do we understand that? That's it. So the family has finality. How do you understand it?
Madam, please, can we say that the family is the final decision maker of everything?
I'm asking a question. I asked a question. You haven't answered it, and you're also asking me a question. I So when we say the family has finality, how do we understand that?
That the family is the final decision maker of everything or every
No,
aspect of our life.
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Do you think that's why we say it has a finality? Do you think that's why we said it has finality?
Yes, please.
I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think so. Any other? Any other? Any other thing? Any other thing? Any other thing? Or won't we talk?
Madam, we
Like
can't
this.
hear you. We can't hear anything you are saying.
I said, when we say the family as a characteristic, we said it has finality. It has been saying this thing. No one is saying anything. And people have even responded to the same question. The family has finality. I said, how do we understand that statement? You can still not hear me.
Madam, my opinion is that since everybody has his own role to play, there will be one person in the family, like one madam said, like a penny or the head of the family, who's going to finalize every decision that is being discussed. That is my opinion on that.
And I'm saying that I think someone said this, and I'm saying that that is that is that the final say. And I'm saying that it's not about it being a final say. So I asked the question again that which other way do you understand it? And we were all quiet. So someone said they can't hear me. Hmm? Please, how do you understand that statement? Eh?
Hello, madam.
Yeah.
Please, what to my understanding, it means that the relationship between family members is permanent and not temporary. That is how I
Really?
understand. Yes.
But that is not it anyway. He said all systems has an end. Okay. So when we say it has an end, it has a finality. All systems has a finality. The system do not remain active forever. So they may become static. They may one time become static. So the system must function productively and manage inner tension and defend themselves from external threats such as death, wounds, inflation, diseases, and famine. The families begin when couples get married and end when both the couple die. So the family has an finality. Once the couples are no more, that is the end of that. Should I say that's the end of not really the lineage, but that is the end of that family. Do you get it? Assuming the couples had no children, that is the end. Once they die, that is the end of it, of that family. Or even when we have this family, it's a patrilineal, and then they never had a son. They only had probably daughters. Once the family and they die, the man dies. Once that family, the woman also died, that's the wife also died. That ends it. No, is it a contribution or hello?
Madam Aisha, please mute yourself.
Ah, okay, so let's take the characteristics. Let's look at the characteristics one after the other. That one I thought maybe our minds to catch it. That's why I was on you to get me how to tell me how you understood it. So let's look at the characteristics of family as a system one by one. Okay. Wholeness. The concept that the components of a system behave as a unit rather than as a separate entity. The concept that the components of a system behave as a unit rather than as a separate entity. And then every system works as a whole and operates in unison for the survival of the system. Please hold on for me as I pick this call. Sorry for that. Ah, I think we were looking at the wholeness of a family, where I said the concept that the components of a system behave as a unit, okay, rather than as separate entities. And then every system works as a whole and operates in unison for the survival of the system. So every part of the system, just as the body, just as our body, the hand works, the eye, the head, they all work as a whole and operate in unison for the survival of the individual body. So we should also see the system we are talking about here, maybe as an individual body. Okay. Then there is wholeness in the structure. Parts interdepend. Sorry, parts interdepend and interrelate each other. Mm. The hands depend on each other to function. Just as the Akan has something to say that Nipa Joy Bronfu na Bronfu to Joy Nipa. They interdepend on each other. Part of the body interdepend on each other. So the parts are interdependent. Sorry. So that was that on the wholeness, family, characteristics of family as a system. Looking at the wholeness, that's that on that. To say the family interrelates, interdepends on each other. Then looking at the boundaries, when we say boundaries, what forms part of that system and what does not. So what are these things that forms part of the family, forms part of the system, what does not? This indicate the separate areas of influence of other systems, indicate the separate areas of influence from other systems. The intensity of interaction is greater within the boundary than across the boundary. Intensity of interaction is greater within the boundary than across the boundary. Remember, we said it has a family system. I think I've talked about that, but let me say it again. No, it has functions to perform. So the functionality. That the system has functions. Okay. Just as I was saying that looking at the family as a system, just look at your individual body. Outside, you see your mouth, your hand. We have different parts. So we are seeing the family also, and then it has different parts, and it's every part of the family as a husband has a role to play. The wife as a helpmate has a role to play in the family. So we are looking at the functionality, how all these functions are performed. Systems have functions that they are expected to perform. Okay, families have functions to perform. They include the provision of basic needs of physical maintenance, health, socialization, etc. Am I here alone?
No, madam.
No, madam.
All right. Then we have hierarchy. We have hierarchy. In hierarchy, we said there are systems and subsystems involved that are linked together, that are linked together in a vertical relationship. So here at the hierarchy, we are saying that there are systems and subsystems which involve or which subsystems involved that are linked together, in a vertical relationship. Okay? In a vertical relationship. The subsystems within a supersystem are found at a lower level. Then in the family setup, the supersystem is the family unit and the parts such as the father, the mother, the children are the subsystems within the unit. So the subsystems within a supersystem are found at a lower level.
Hello, madam.
Hello.
Please, it seems you
Hello.
went.
I didn't realize it. I was just okay. Sorry. I think we're talking about the functionality, right? And I said the family. Oh no, we are done with the function. I was talking about the hierarchy, where I was saying that the subsystems within a supersystem are found at the lower level. And in the family setup, the supersystem is the family unit. And the parts such as the father, so the supersystem is at the lower level. That is the family unit where we have the father, the mother, children. Sorry, the father and the mother and children are the subsystems within the unit. Then the last but not least characteristic we look at is the finality. The finality, you said all systems have an end. Finality. Systems do not remain active forever. They may become static at one point or the other. Systems must function productively, manage inner tension, and defend themselves from external threats such as death, war, inflation, diseases, farming, etc. And the families begin when couples get married, and it ends when both the couple die. Still on finality, the final stage. So when we talk about the finality, so the final state of the family is determined by forces from the environment. Hello, friend. Please, I'll be with you in a bit here. Small girl. Sorry for the interaction. I think we were on the family. We're looking at the finality.
Hello. Please, we can't hear you, madam.
When you look at the family as a system, the finality of the family is determined by forces from the initial conditions and by the management of tensions within the system. The family as a human system is self-directed as family members. So it's expected to carry out the functions of caring, learning, etc. They can make decisions that stabilize and maintain the family and also bring about non-destructive. Hello, if you are with me, I want to find out if you have any comment, any question, any comment or question. Do you have any comment or question? Okay. We look at the family as an ecosystem or family ecosystem relationship. The relationship between the family and the environment. An environment is that which is outside the boundary of the system, outside the boundary of it. Usually a larger system. So the system, as let's say like the nuclear family, is usually a larger system, or even the extended family. And the larger system becomes the environment, the community, the society in which you find yourself. Okay? So the environment helps shape the family and its members. and the family in turn contribute to the reshaping of the environment. Transactions of exchanges of information, energy, and resource materials are continuous across various systems and subsystems. What do we say the subsystems are? Can we refresh our mind? We just said it a while ago. Because of this on and off, on and off, on and off. Can we remind ourselves those that form part of the subsystem?
So the first system, when they said those two form parts include the father, the mother, and then the children. They make up the subsystem.
So still looking at the ecosystem relationship, is that the environment is a large set of elements and conditions outside the boundaries of the family system. These include the microenvironment, as a social environment and physical environment. Micro, that's a small one. You get it? That's the social environment, physical environment. Then we have the macro environment, that's a physical, natural, or biological. We have the man-made or built. Then we also have the societal structure. With time, we'll be explaining all of them for us to understand it better. Then the family relationship with the micro environment is stronger and closer than the relationship with the macro environment. Okay? The family's relationship with the micro environment is stronger and closer than the relationship with the macro environment. Then the boundaries of the micro environment are more open to the family, making interaction closer and influences much higher and greater. The boundaries of the micro environment are more open to the family, making interaction closer and influence much higher and the first interface of the family environment is with the micro environment. The first interface of the family environment is with the micro environment. And this comprises the social environment and physical environment. You see, when we are talking about this social environment, these are people who are closely related to the family, such as the extended family members, the neighbors, the friends, and loved ones around you. They form part of this social environment of the family. Please, are you with me? Those neighbors whom you are not related to by blood, but then when you are not around, you can leave your family in their care. Oh, I'm going to school, I will not be around. So you leave your children in their care. These are all parts, they form part of the social environment of the family. Please, are you with me? The families interact with these people the most. Okay, this may also influence values, attitudes, the ways one goes about things in a family.
Madam Vivian, please mute yourself. Why?
Why?
The noise is
The
too
noise is
much.
too much.
Hello. It's my phone 40.
Please, has the lesson ended?
Someone. Please, where is Francis? Frances.